Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a Dungeons and Dragons adventure, where a group of understanding and patient friends join along with an amateur DM conducting his first Dungeons and Dragons campaign using adventure modules, pre-written content, and constructing it all together with existing adventure settings, kind of stringing it together, trying to make sense, just to show the resources that are available out there to do your own dungeon mastering and do your own Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Petey Rave, the aforementioned amateur DM. Here with me is almost all of my party, my squad, my crew. We've got playing Winded Summer, Daisy.
Hey everybody, happy All-Star game to you all.
Yeah. Playing Toby Underborough, we've got Brett.
God damn it. Go people. And enjoy everybody's novelty ice cream hats that I can't reach. Just imagine me having a cool one, but for hachos.
I used to have one for the longest time from like my first Marlins game back in like '94, which is like a teal Marlins hat with that ice cream. Of course, playing Solero Italian, we've got Drew.
The things you can do with modeling clay. That's
amazing. Or honestly,
Sculpey
3D printing
is your friend.
Really, just, nowadays you got 3D printing. You just got to draw it up in AutoCAD and just go to town. Of course,
go to Thingiverse and look up Kermit the Frog, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Playing, not here today, but usually playing Lucius and Arrow. Matt is on assignment. Matt Walden is on assignment. Mainly, it's good because, as if you were following along episode by episode, this is kind of like we're going parallel in the scenarios in time, and Lucius is not in town for the moment. The things that are occurring in that in the previous episode are occurring as we start in. But before we get into that, let me share. I do have some show and tell stuff though, because it's been a couple weeks and I went to a couple things. First of all, today I'm going to be drinking from the Inlet Brewing Company in Jupiter, Florida. I'm going to be drinking Monk in the Trunk.
Oh, fun.
It's a amber ale. Let me see if it finds it. Yeah. I think it sees it. Yeah. It's got a happy little monk on the front. A tubby little monk wielding a beer right there. It's just a nice little organic amber ale. A little bit went down my windpipe, but that's fine. That's fine.
It's organic now.
Yes, organic.
Like lungs.
Yes. Couple things. I have an actual Dungeon Master screen that I have set up here in front of my monitor, which is wild.
Can't see his die rolls.
Mainly just it has all the charts and stuff, so I don't have to like have a third browser with the thing. It's enough things like that happening as it is. So I have all the the standard stuff. Maybe someday I'll be able to customize it and set up something else. But for now, this is a good starter. I also picked up some other things from it was the oh my god, the the completest. Oh my god, I'm gonna link the place, but it is a really cool game shop in New York City. While I was in New York City, that had it was in the Lower East Side. Completionist. Oh no, I'll link it in the show notes. I completely forgot to remember this, but I got a couple of things. I got this like book of adventures called Rolled and Told Volume 1 that has like adventure modules all like pre-written with like also like NPC blocks and maps and little like comic cartoons to illustrate the adventure and then, like a bunch of arts. It also has like 4 pre-built characters that you can have people like roll the adventures. It has amazing art, like it's a bunch of really cool art and maps and cool stuff like that. Definitely worth checking out. Rolled and Told. I don't know how long it's been out in this thing, but it's really cool stuff. Also got dice. I just want to show off the dice. From Serious Dice. They're based in Brooklyn. They just have some really cool design. They have let me see, what is it called? Can't see. Violet. Oh my god. Violet. Violet Beta. Violet Beta. Like a betta fish. And then this one's the pink clear black. Which is really nice, like pink and black like design. This is just fun dice, and they also have like an extra D20 of a different design. And according to the guy that was there, they have a bunch of them all throughout. They are in a lot of the major board game and tabletop game stores out there, all throughout the country, so all throughout the U.S. So y'all should check them out. Okay,
Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now.
Okay, so.
God damn it.
Okay.
This episode is also brought by chocolate-covered espresso beans because somebody drank a free-to-him cyberpunk energy drink earlier today and crashed, and now we're playing D&D.
The Complete Strategist.
Myself.
So the shop is called, the place is called The Complete Strategist. Complete spelled Compleat. Complete Strategist is it's a really dope little place that is just wall-to-wall board games. Has a ton of minis. It's everything you can imagine. Has a bunch of dice and some really cool people working there that can help you out with your especially your dice purchasing. Really cool stuff. All right, those are the things that I wanted to show off pretty much, other than my Shin-Chan pen and eraser.
Where did you get those?
This is at Koryo Books in Koreatown in New York. It's just a crayon Shin-Chan pen where he's showing his butt. Or no, the eraser is where he's showing
sounds
his
like
butt.
Shin-Chan.
So shout out to Shin-Chan and his butt. But yes, let's get to it. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty to the show. Let's get to the recapping, because if we can remember, where we last left off, the gang was, kind of like coming off their last adventure, looking around and seeing how else they can help out town, seeing how else they can help people looking for work. They did some training, learning, basically trained themselves up to level 5, essentially. And kind of learning how to be better rangers, how to be better agents of the Cobalt Soul. Even kind of doing research into craftsmanship, especially instrument craftsmanship and things like that, and the like. They looked for work and they found a couple of job postings. One that's a little bit like of a trip that's going to be a future endeavor, and one that was a little bit more immediate, though a bit suspicious. A a kind of a posting about asking anybody to meet a certain person at a place and promising some money. That they ended up going to the place, meeting up with a noblewoman, asking them to help them find out what's happening with her husband. That she has been acting peculiar lately, acting out of sorts, and they wanted the crew. She wanted the crew to tail him and find out what's going on. What, if anything, is responsible for this change in behavior. They finished talking to the lady, and then that's where we left off, as I do the one thing that I didn't do, which is load the PDF of the adventure so that I can read along. So this adventure is known as just a shout out. This adventure is courtesy of Adventures Await. They've have quite a few adventures in like the Broadsword monthly books, and work alongside DM Dave with the different adventures and different collaborations. This adventure is called The Silvered Tongue. So be sure to check that out. I'll have the link in the show notes to Adventures Await, to check out this and a bunch of other adventures that you can play for your party. But yes, Mia Jaskir had given them this missive. Of course, this is late, and you kind of like you figure it's going to be something that you'll do. You'll do these casing out the places on a different night, probably the next night, or if you guys prefer. So it is late. You leave from this meeting. Is there anything you guys discuss or do with each other as you kind of like leave the meeting place in I think it was the Gilded Esplanade, if I remember correctly?
I can't really think of anything specific.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting predicament.
It really is. We're just kind of spying on a dude.
Yeah. Wonder if it's just this guy's wonder what the guy deal is. Probably just you know, being sneaking around, you know. We're probably gonna catch this guy cheating or something. I don't know.
Hopefully it's something easy like that. I mean, I feel bad for Mia, right? Was that her name she said?
Yeah, Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry.
I could use some food.
Sure.
Where are you guys? Where are you guys staying for the night? Where do you guys go to? Just gonna go to one of the taverns you've been to.
Yeah, so what time is it?
It's fairly late in the evening, late at night.
And then
Mm.
remind me, how far outside the city did we travel to this rendezvous point?
It was in the city. It was
Okay.
I don't remember I don't remember which region. I think it was in the Gildan Esplanade.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, so we're still in Port Damali then.
Yeah, you're still in the city. It's just a
Okay.
a place in the city that you kind of went to. This is a big city, so
Okay.
there's a lot of ground to cover.
Okay, so maybe yeah, we grab some dinner if it's late evening. And then Mia said he disappears. Well, did she say a specific time?
Usually as it's getting late. Not a specific time, but as it's like getting into the evening at some point. And I don't know if I specified in the conversation last time because it's been a while. It's been a while. But I'm gonna say that she specified that it's not a specific time, but like as it gets late, and you can probably like if you case out their manor, starting in the afternoon, you'll be able to catch him as he starts his activity. So probably like
A little bit later.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would be down for hitting up some quick dinner and maybe a drink, and then scoping out this manor and setting up a
it's like it would be
stakeout.
best to start earlier in the evening than it is now, basically, because like it's fairly late.
Oh, be easy. Okay, so
We
from the
must wait
information we
until
gathered,
next dusk.
dusk tomorrow as we wait. Okay.
Yeah, that's tomorrow or another day. But yeah, tomorrow would be the quickest.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm down with that. Yeah. So let's. I guess wherever we've been staying.
Yeah.
And I probably
What is that noise? What? What is happening?
We have somebody.
Yeah.
Like we have
It's like we're in like an airport lobby.
oh,
You see a
somebody watching
package.
TV. The it's fantastic. But yeah, you guys. I think the last time you stayed at the Starstream Serene, which is in the Esplanade, and so it'd probably be like one of the nearer places.
Yeah.
We want to stay back there in the nice little. You see the nice little open air place. Yeah. And if there's nothing,
We'd like patio seating, please.
and you guys did it. And if there's nothing else in particular you guys had in mind, then you'll have your dinner, comfy dinner with a couple of drinks and hanging out, conversations. Probably conversations similar to what we have before the show starts. Like just goofing around, maybe talking about what you guys want to do the next day. But yeah, and then you guys, tuck in for the evening. This time you do have to pay, but yeah, but it comes out to like meal and a night stay comes out to 13 silver pieces each, for a comfortable stay.
Okay.
Or a gold and 3 silvers. however you want to break down the change.
Got it. Hey.
But those are each of you. By the each. And yeah, and then you guys wake up, do your usual morning routines. Mortal does his usual morning basking. And did all right. So during the day before we move towards before we go towards to the part where you guys start casing out, it'll be like shortly after sundown. But during the day, do you guys do any kind of like shopping for supplies or looking around or anything? Or do you usually do your usual just daytime casual routines?
How many arrows do I still have? One thing. I'm always look. I'm the type of person that's always running out.
Yeah.
One check.
Yeah. Double check how many arrows you have, and
Let me get into D&D Beyond real quick. Where's characters? I'm in Forge, but not Beyond. Ooh, the Underdark mode. Cool. Inventory.
yeah.
Arrows, 26. I wouldn't mind if it wouldn't over encumbering me going to 30. If I can find a Fletcher. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
right
easy
word,
to
A
right?
find.
bowyer and a Fletcher. You need both.
But yeah, you find a shop that there's somebody that does all that. There's a couple places, and it'll be easy to just buy.
Dick's Sporting Goods. Go over there.
Buy up however
Old
you need.
dicks.
Yeah.
And you can it's whatever
DIK.
you can manage the cost because they should have a price in D&D Beyond. So, but yeah,
Cost 1.5 gold points, so 4 would come out to 4, 5, 6. 6
I mean,
gold.
man, I gotta. While you're there, can you check on the price of some bullets for me?
Boom.
I'm gonna buy some bullets.
Do we are we all going? I assume because I could grab.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too because I need bullets because I
Yeah,
also am a projectile weaponman.
yeah, because anything you
Mortal
guys
probably
need to
needs
pick
some
up.
bolts.
Yeah, I should probably check on Mortal. But yeah, anything you guys need, you pretty much are able to find easily. We don't need to get too in the weeds with the shopping, but anything you might need, as far as basic stuff, you find easily,
Awesome.
in a couple of shops at costs.
That works.
And and if you want
That cost
to,
me.
and if you want to have that eventually reflected in the Forge for management, you can just open up your character sheet in Forge and hit the D&D Beyond logo, and hit import. It'll just or
Did it.
update or something like that.
That's so pause. Wait.
Wait, Petey, what did you say about importing?
If you want to update whatever you add as far as shopping to your inventory into Forge, it's just find yourself over on the right under actors. It would be an easy way to find yourself.
Does it not sync up with?
Not automatically, but
Okay.
it's easy to do.
But you
go
can
in
force
there.
an import.
Yeah, you just import again, and it'll be fine. I'll have to. I can even do it for. But that's after you. And
I
so you
done
just-
did it.
You just right click and do the import data.
you just click. Or yeah, you can do that.
Or just click the actor.
Yeah, click the actor. Click it. Open up your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
the D&D Beyond logo. Click that,
Oh, okay.
and then click
Oh, I don't have that add-on.
you should have.
The joys of having a new or my old computer back.
It's not a Beyond 20 thing. It should be something that's built into Forge.
Oh, okay, I don't.
At least I think I should show you guys.
Never mind. I see where I was looking beside the actor for this button,
Yeah.
not beside the name inside the character sheet.
Yeah.
I'm just stupid.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys are looking at, or just basic shopping before and just hanging out before you start your clandestine mission?
Arrows was all I could think of at the time.
I can't imagine there's anything that I need that.
Yeah.
Or sneaking around and following some lady's husband.
Yeah, it would just be like looking around to see if there's anything curious in the shop that's,
Yeah.
And playing Store the Dungeons and Dragons.
All like you find any general store you find, you have all you have pretty much any of your basic adventuring supplies that are under 25 gold. You find easily. But yeah, if there's nothing else, I will say, you do a lot of your shopping in the, it's easy to find along the beaded alley. I should have said beaded alley would be around where you were staying at, because that's where the Starstream Serene was. And then you're shopping along the beaded alley. I will say, okay, so one of the things that does catch your attention that's interesting is as you're kind of doing your shopping, going around the beaded alley, one of the things that catches your attention is there's always at least as you've been kind of walking around this and even the Gilded Esplanade and not so much the Crescents, because that's just big fancy homes and everything's just stayed there, but in especially around where there's a lot of merchants, you do clock usually everyone's usually there's a couple for in each area of the town, in each area of even the beaded alley. There's usually at least a few shops or storefronts or buildings that are under construction or being repaired. One of them does kind of stand out, in particular because there's some interested chatter around passers-by, and you do see a very nice banner up front that you're passing by. This is and I'll copy and paste it into the Forge chat. But it says coming soon. Let's see, coming soon. Troons, enchantments, and magics, or truns or troons. You're not sure about the pronunciation, but it's. You see that there's a lot of hustle. There's a lot of construction happening within that building. It's fairly sizable. 3-story building, a nice wide one. I could I'd have to figure out the dimensions exactly in my head, but it's sizable. It's a good good width, but it's maybe 40-50 feet wide. Let's say pretty sizable. It's not especially for this place, but and you notice that there's a lot of chatter of people excited because this is there's though I haven't given you guys enough opportunity, but there's as far as enchantments in Port Damali, there's a lot of places you can get there's armories where you can get +1, +2 weapons and armor and things like that, and straightforward magic item, but but there isn't a prominent place where there's been an odd absence of a prominent enchanter and become enchanter. So there's excitement from people as they look by at the possibilities of like, ooh, I wonder if they'll have like fancy robes, and I wonder if they'll have one of those like, it's gonna be like one of those shops that you see in like Nicodranus, and like they'll have like magic wands and things like that. People, these things like people saying to each other like, ooh, I wonder what's gonna be there. And you kind of clock that, and there's people like doing construction. But yeah,
They have wands of Mordenkainen's faithful hound.
maybe. Yeah, unless you guys interact with that in any other way, it's just people doing construction.
Brett will remember this.
Yes.
Or
You
sorry,
guys kinda-
Toby will remember this.
Yes. But yeah, you notice that
I'm gonna put a flag
exciting.
on my Google Maps.
Yes.
We need to come back here.
It's exciting, and I will say if
It's like dumb enchanted things are on the menu, boys.
yeah. So
Want a +1 shovel?
but yeah, it looks like it's still in like there's a lot of work that's being done. A lot of the facade and the structure of the building is done, but you see that there's a lot of back and forth. A few people bringing in wood planks and supplies, and a lot of like, it's still in the middle of like work. And if you peek in, if you do peek in,
I will peek in.
You do notice
Through the
that
mail
it's
slot.
in the window, like you look through the slot in the planks in the window. It's mostly blank, and there's like it's mostly like plain. I think there's like maybe like a lot of wood on the walls, and like like stacked up against the walls, ready to be like installed and things like that. A lot of like things, no furniture yet. You do notice to one side there seems to be, are they to this point? There's a lot of chatter of the there's a lot of chatter. Now, there's a lot of people like, okay, yeah, and there's like talking, like there's like a foreman talk to like his workers, okay, yeah, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen a ramp like this. I've never seen anybody want to install a circular ramp. Well, I mean,
A circular ramp.
yeah, it's like,
I need more description on what circular ramp you're.
I mean, do you ask around? Like, they're just like,
No. Like, what are you describing? Like a circular
He's just
ramp.
saying. He's just saying these things. This is
Okay,
just somebody
well, Toby's
like,
just confused.
yeah.
So
Toby's
he's
just
not
confused.
gonna ask though. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
just
if
a
it weren't for
foreman,
that
like-
horse kind of thing.
It's like, it's just for him. It's like, well, it's like, but all right, it's gonna be around this way, and we'll like loop around here. It's like, okay, just kind of like visualize it. We'll get it from the office upstairs, and this is what they need, and it's just a lot of chatter of like the supplies needed for setting up their personal office and workshop area, and like the storefront, things like that. And, you can see like there's a space. You can imagine where the main store floor would be, where everything would be, but there's, it's empty, but, and you can imagine where like they have things set up, because there's almost like they've got the base of it, so there's like there's the first floor. It goes along the length of it. It's hard to really see, and you can't really see up that well, but you can kind of tell that it keeps in this frontal area where you imagine the floor is, keeps going up. You don't know how high, and you can kind of see the bottom of like a balcony, like an indoor balcony, of like to like a maybe a door to like what you would imagine like a second floor that ends before the storefront. So like and then and then it's open on the first floor, and like the second floor kind of like underhangs from the ceiling, or or maybe the third floor. It's hard to really get because you kind of have like this like slit. Like, hey buddy, you, what you doing here from to your left? You kind of, if you look, it's just like a construction worker, like a male, like an orc construction worker, that's looking down at you.
Like we see that through the little slat.
No, you guys, if you're looking
No,
through the
he's
slat, then
towards
that's
left.
you. Toby's looking through the slat underneath. And you guys watching him, and you're outside.
Okay.
And he's looking at Toby.
I'm like an old timey baseball game where the kid's looking through a knot hole, like in the boards outside the hi.
Yeah, it's just be careful around this area. It's just everything's still in construction. Everything's a lot of things moving.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, he kind of like walks. He
You
takes
can be careful.
He takes
What?
he takes the the planks that he had on his shoulder and goes back inside. Like, yeah. Unless you guys do anything further, you guys go about your day. Kind of walk around, and you guys get yourself over to the Jaskir manor. Jaskir manor. Is the last name Jaskir is Jastir. This is the Midrin and Mia Jaskir are the couple. And Midrin is the person you're watching. So you go. You remember that Mia did kind of guide you how to get to their residence. That it's in the Crescents. A little bit on the eastern end of the Crescents. And you kind of like you're able to find it fairly easily. It's a pretty sprawling 2-story residence. A little bit in the heart and east of the heart of the Crescents. There's a large 10-foot tall brick wall that surrounds the property, and the front gate is made of like wrought iron. You get there fairly like in the mid-afternoon, I imagine. And you do see like servants and delivery people coming and going, and you can tell just from observation that you can see guards that are at the gate, and the entry is restricted and is monitored, and they check in with everybody. Do you guys there's the surrounding area, and there's like it's all solid brick walls, and the road in front of it, there's like roads to either side of it. The gate faces Makes sense to face east. So there's like there's like a alleyway out of sight of the guards, north and south, and then there's like other homes with similar like walls and fences, other like manors all throughout. So you guys set yourselves up to like monitor.
Yep, stakeout.
Stake
Yeah.
out.
Got our gumshoes.
I'm curious, like, is it possible to walk the perimeter of the property, or is like the fence look like it's like connected to other properties, kind of?
I would say this one you can walk the entire perimeter. You see the front gate is sizable. It's like it's a 10-foot brick wall. It takes you I'm gonna say it takes you a good chunk of time to like walk the entire perimeter. But you do clock that there's a front gate with people coming in and going. You would imagine that it could barely fit like a small vehicle if it needed to, but it's mostly just you see people coming in and going and maybe carts. There's a gate in the back that's larger, that you can see and you can see some that has its own guards. That is much larger, less activity, but that activity is vehicular sometimes if it needs to be. But like maybe you see like once or twice, you could. Maybe you might like it. Just depends on your luck. You might spot like a car, like a bigger carriage coming in or going, but it's not. You don't see the Midrin coming out of there, but at least just yet. But you can see that it's like a place where carts, like bigger carriages and bigger vehicles, would go with like a rear entrance. But most of the activity goes toward the front.
Okay. So we have discovered 2 ways in and out of this place, it sounds like.
Speaking into my wrist. Synchronized watches. We've got to tell the minutes time to shoot the moon.
Yeah.
So my thought would be to try
Escalation mission.
split up and have 2 people watch each entrance.
That's right. It's like Sapienza. Like you gotta Hitman level this up.
Oh damn! I didn't know.
I think we're all pretty good at hiding out if we had to.
Yeah, we're all pretty good.
We have it where it counts.
Does anybody know message? Does anybody know the message spell? Immortal asks.
Can't help there.
Mainly it would be Toby does. I think Toby would be the most possible.
No, I don't. Unfortunately.
All right, we'll have to figure out how to. We'll have to just like figure out how to message each other somehow. Let's see.
Send pseudo dragon.
Hold on.
That could work.
We need to have a communication device.
Also, I have side note. One of the second level spells I took, pass without trace.
Yeah, that'll help. That'll definitely help.
That'll help anybody who hangs out with me.
Do you have a goat with you? I want to clear this up before we get into this, so we don't have
I left the goat behind as per he is not a sneaking mission type of guy.
Okay.
I will.
I tagged him out. He's on the roof.
Wait, do I have? Okay, let me see if. What? Can we talk about my best friend? Well, let's see. What I can do is,
Better than it on your computer.
let me see. What we can do is, try to come up with an inconspicuous, like, either light or sound message. If we need to, regroup, to tail someone. If anybody has an idea.
I mean, I have like a tiny mirror that I could shine at the other party if they're within eyesight to get their attention.
I mean, I've got cantrips, but
Okay, let me see. What is
I can use my dancing light.
prestidigitation?
But it is a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius dancing light. Let's see.
I can combine 4 lights into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form of medium size. That is certainly going to get used at some point. Make it look like Slimer and have it go to the next room.
Yes.
I could always thunderclap, although that.
I mean, so can I. Well, I can
Thunderclap
thunder
them
wave.
cheeks.
What does Druidcraft do? Oh, that's a weather thing. Never mind. That doesn't help us here. Here, the ranger with Druidcraft.
I can make
Only we had a Rogue in our party.
I can a mortal picks up a rock. I can make this I can make, if we need to, I can make this light up. You can see it for 5 feet, or 5-foot radius light, or I can make it smell.
Ooh, make a
Or
smell.
make a sound. You know?
The dank alarm.
How far does the spell travel, though? That's the thing.
I could like throw it.
Throwing magical stink.
Do you get to choose what it smells like?
I imagine it just says mortal has magical tinkering, so he can imbue a tiny non-magical item with a magical property of his choice, which is a 5-foot radius light, up to 6 seconds long recorded message, emits odor or non-verbal sound, static visual effect including up to 25 words or text.
Okay. So, do we think it's possible, like, if we split up into 2 groups, we can have someone in each group have a signal to alert the other 2-person group? I don't know. In my mind, that makes sense, but what do you guys think?
That's what I think the idea.
Could work.
Because you said Toby has some cantrip that could do something.
I can make light occur.
Okay.
I can do that.
And then I'm assuming, is there a way that, like, we can both hide having views of the gates, but then, like, having kind of views of each other so we could see, like, light or smell signals, whatever.
Yeah, you can on either north or south end because the gates are at either basically at the east and west of the property, and I would say it's a sizable manor.
Okay.
Let's clock it. Would 100 feet make sense? Maybe like 100 feet from front to back. That's too small. Maybe like 200 feet from front to back.
So our property is what, like 80 feet long, Brett?
I what now? Your
Property. That's I'm thinking. We're on a quarter of an acre, like our little property, and it's.
yeah.
Yeah, it's about. Yeah, I would say like half an acre. For like
Okay.
It's a sizable mansion.
Yeah. I know.
Well,
Drew
I
cut
could-
his camera.
That just means we get more Daisy
Yes.
All the half
And
screen
less
of
Petey.
Skype.
There needs to be there's got to be a better way.
I gotta figure out to do the thing in Streamlabs OBS that I could do easily in OBS, which is like I thought I did it. Wait. God dang it. But
Sorry, I asked the child not to come down here without clothes on. I specifically said, don't be walking around in your underwear. Because you came out down with no pants.
Well,
Hey, pants suck.
kids being kids,
I
guess.
agree. I don't disagree. Pants do suck. But we're on the
Rules
internet,
is
and I
rules.
don't want to get Petey banned from Twitch for a 7-year-old with no pants. So I had to very quickly do something.
okay, I think I have to pick a specific size.
You passed your dex check, Drew. Turning that camera off in time.
Yes.
Like,
but
oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
okay, but that being said, so how do you guys decide you want to message each other?
So you said you had a mirror. Like, you just have one? Like, that's the only thing I can think of is to do, like, a light.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one, but
And
I
when
was.
will the
I
light?
was thinking like, I could go with Mortal, and Toby and Solero, you guys can go together, and then
Huh.
so Toby's got a light spell, so does Mortal, and whoever sees this dude come out of the gate, do your little light show thing.
The beacon of
So-
Gondor will be lit, and
So I
Yeah,
kind of
guys
feel
go
like
around.
it should be like
I thought it was-
one person should be looking at the gate, and the other person should be looking at the other party. Whoever sees
I will
him coming
use
out
a
of the
green
gate.
light so the colorblind animals can't see.
Okay, it's a good idea.
They'll just see a brown light source, but it won't be colored.
That's my thought. How this
I'm on it.
could possibly work.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the driveway. You guys do the other. Like, let's do this.
Are you taking the front gate, Toby?
Yeah, I'm going where I can be small.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Take the front gate.
Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun.
so Mortal and Summer will go in the rear gate, and Toby and Solero go in the front gate.
Good.
So, I will say we won't have to worry about stealth check early, but let's. So as I'm kind of like resizing things, as you do your thing, as you set yourself up, kind of wait. It's still in the early afternoon. You monitor things. I as things get later, the activity kind of slows down. A lot of what you see is basically a lot of like just like servants coming in with groceries and things like that. Supplies.
Is there a reason you're just this close?
The back and forth activity, people wanting meetings and things like that, and it all kind of like simmers down as it gets late. The guards close up the gates, or at least like the activity kind of gets stopped. More people that end up coming by too late get turned down by the guards. Shortly after sundown, you see the front the front door crew sees a figure, a male. What is he? You see a half elf man, very austere looking half elf man, very kind of like in upscale clothing. Approach the front door, and he matches the description of Midrin. He's conversing with the guards a little bit. I would say in the moment you have before you realize that you gotta signal the rear crew, you notice he's speaking very sternly, very pointedly at the guards, and they're like seem a little bit like like they're getting a talking to from their boss. So do you guys signal?
Yes, I'm going to signal. And I'm going to signal as far away from anybody as I can, because I can do it 60 feet away. So I'm gonna set my signal
Like a little light
to where, yes,
okay, it's just 60
is a single orb
yes
of glowing light.
And I'm watching front gate crew.
yeah you see that Toby
Got
shoots off a cantrip and an orb of light, and basically in the halfway point from you guys, or close to it. And you see his orb of light, how he describes it. And luckily it's just enough around the corner that it doesn't arouse any suspicion from anybody in the front, at least. It does light up the side of the house. You see some windows light up, and you can like, I would say, what's everybody's passive perception?
15.
I'd say if anybody has at least a 15, you do notice that Mia is kind of like watching what's happening from the window. Like, just like in like Chief Mip pose, just like watching. It's like in gossip, in like she has a person looking at the gossip of the neighborhood look on her face.
Cute. Noted.
Just very curious.
Toby's oblivious.
Yes. But yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
So you guys make your way. I would say in the time that it takes you guys to kind of like regroup in the front, he finishes his whatever he's saying. You kind of like are a bit out of earshot, but it's you can hear the tone. It's very stern, very like like talking down to, but you do notice that he eventually makes his way away from the home, makes his way through the city, kind of loops around as you follow him. So I will need, since you're gonna obviously be doing it stealthily, I'm gonna need everybody to
Clap your hands.
Your hands.
yes, everybody clap your hands.
Whoa. Clap your hand.
Stealth check. I'm gonna have a big group stealth check. What's I have to get out to? I didn't know.
Sneaky.
Alright, stealth.
Hey,
Alright, okay, so we had. Oh, what?
I got a plus
You
7.
clicked
on
it thrice.
Oh
So-
shit. Oops.
It was really slow to roll.
Yeah. Let's see how things go for for mortal.
Nobody fucking saw me. Thanks, guys.
Mortal. Mortal. So you guys think you're being fairly sneaky and stealthy. And Solero, you're like kind of like ducking in proper alleyways, trying to get everybody to follow you. And Mortal's is doing okay, but it's not doing great, and then everybody else is not doing well at all. Sue flies. So Sue is tiny and flying, so he's not really worried about him. But I will say you, as you try to follow him, you feel like you're maybe doing things fairly correctly, but unfortunately Midrin kind of seems to slip down an alley, almost like he makes a quick duck into an alley, and you can tell that like he had made you and is trying to slip away from you. What do you guys do?
Pursuit.
Okay, you pursue.
Yes,
Pursue.
You find yourself in a dead-end alley, and I should have probably made a map for this, but I was hoping. And you can't tell where you guys are. I'll just find one of these. Oh wait, I could do it from Molinet. Okay, 1 second. You find yourself in an alleyway. I try to pick a decent little map.
So when I saw this, the pursuant, is there anything? Give me some descriptions. What did Toby see?
You, as far as like what you saw is you saw them. I think give me a perception check, or give me or what are you trying to see? What was around or was happening, or
what can
maybe
I
his
see
behavior?
about the person?
Before
The physical.
before they ducked in, because you're in the dead end alley, and now you don't see the person there.
Yeah, but what did I see?
What did you saw? Was it what? I have to like refresh this. I think. What you saw of the person is what are you trying to like clock their behavior?
Was I ever within 30 feet of them?
I'm gonna say as you were trying to stealth, you were a bit outside of that distance.
Okay, then it is not a...
Yeah. I'd say before you could reacted to their behavior, they kind of broke a little bit further ahead and ducked into that alley. At least that's what would make sense. The
Ranger, go range, because I was going to try to. Come on, Aragorn, get to tracking.
But no, now what is happening now, and I'm right now. What's happening right now is you're in a dead end alley, and you find yourself there. As you go, I imagine as you go to leave, you find that the way is blocked by 4 individuals, brandishing weapons and some tough armor, and they proceed. They brandish weapon and they proceed to attack. And that's so. What I'm gonna need is, let me see.
They're going to need to learn that we have done no crimes, and therefore stand our ground rules mean that they're going to get a bullet in the butt.
Yeah. All right, let me get things prepared.
Oh, in D&D Florida?
Let me see. I really should have prepared this.
Who could have foreseen bad RNG? Certainly not Toby. Not in this party. RNGesus does not bless us.
I really should have.
There were 2 sets of footprints on this D&D game.
All right, as we enter the combat here,
Ooh.
and as it loads over there on the cam feed, we have the kind of like the 4 figures, very similar clothing. This is just reflective of the icon of the stat block that I use, but they're going to be very similar, just like ruffians of ill repute, and they're kind of like spread out a little bit, and they're brandishing weapons, ready to attack, at least seemingly so. Okay, so everybody can see. It's like down. All right. Okay. Now finally. All right. First up on the initiative order. First up, we're gonna have Solero. Solero, what? Or and also, you're not married to how I laid you out here. You can like space yourself out however you want. Like obviously in this little area, but you can position yourself however you think you would have turned around Or are you guys happy with your?
I can't actually move myself.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the game's
Sorry.
still paused.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say I was gonna move myself to the middle, and then I realized the game was still paused.
Yeah.
Because I think I want to take aim at that guy. Nope, not that guy. Where's
So
I selected on the veteran?
Alt click.
okay? Again, sorry guys. Back on Windows and everything. Okay, because I want to do. I want to shoot him on the bow after casting Hail of Thorns, because those guys are within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Those
They're
two,
kind of like
at least.
those two.
Okay.
Yeah, those two.
So if I do, and I'm new to spells, this is great. Oh, I don't use a lot of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just do your attack, and then we can figure out what the damage is.
Okay, let me inventory, and then what's my longbow?
Longbow.
I don't want to click too many times.
Longbow Bichette.
There we go.
Friends with Crossbow Jackson.
Click. Why are you being weird?
Hell yeah.
Did you roll? How many
Hell
times did you
yeah.
roll? Oh, you rolled
I
one.
should have just been once.
Oh, okay.
So we'll take that 20? Yeah.
No, you rolled a 9. But you, hey, if you wanted to follow, so your initial 9, which I think was your with, let me look at your spells. Let me look at your character sheet. So Hail of Thorns. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, it lasts for like a turn or something, or like a minute. Okay, so well, I will say this: you have 2 attacks, so you missed. You cast your Hail of Thorns with your bonus action, and you kind of in the unfamiliarity with trying to incorporate your spells and firing off your first shot, you just kind of have it slice to slight the right of him, almost threading the needle and hitting off into the distance. But you kind of fuck that. You ready another bow. If you're okay with counting these 2 accidental rolls as your 2 attacks.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's okay with that.
There would be your only second. It would be your only option as a second attack anyway. So because not like you can
Because then I would have to move and then attack with a sword if I really wanted to do that, which I don't.
And you don't have the free actions available to do that. Anyway, so it's phew, and you oh, fuck that. Take a second. Take a half a second. Just focus, and you just nail the guy right in the gut. So you can roll the damage on that second one.
Good roll. It made the animation on the board damage clicked. Okay,
yes.
So roll.
Yeah. And it's just taking a second to acknowledge on the thingy. But yes, and it has the. It is.
Yeah, the hell.
Alright. 1. I thought I had it. Okay. All right. So, and it's this guy. He's gonna
So
take
then-
the full damage.
Right, so he gets the 11 and then also would have to
Okay, I
make the
can't-
saving throw.
Which one did you target? One.
The veteran. The one in the
Okay.
middle. So it would hit the
Yeah.
crowd.
So, and then Hail of Thorns is, let's see. Oh, no, gonna. God dang it. Your spell. Okay, so let me bust it out. Okay.
I think it's a 13 dex saving. If I read that correctly.
Okay, so let me cast it for you.
Double check, but I'm pretty sure I'm reading Forge correctly.
Yeah, okay. So, next time you hit with weapon, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapons. In addition to the normal fight, target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must take a dexterity saving throw. Looks like I can select multiple creatures and then click that for them. And okay, it's a 13. They all fail. And a creature takes 1d10 damage. I'll manage the damage for you. So they all take 3 points of piercing damage. So as you're like, oh, that hooks to the right, and you find that moment where it just like it knows it's gonna hit. So that's the moment where everything kind of like splinters off. So the arrow hits him in the gut, and as it's like about to find its purchase, these like thorns splinter off magically off of the arrow shortly before it hits, and it just kind of like hits him in the sides of the abdomen, and then like a bunch of them hit each of the other two next to him. So they all should take 3 points of damage. There you go.
I was gonna say, am I the only one hearing that?
Yeah, it's 10:30 alarm. That changes. That's
Oh, jeez.
Hopefully we'll get through this. All right, but I believe that is all for your turn, right? That should be all for your turn. Okay. Oh, well, actually, let me begin. I forgot to begin combat. Also, there's no sound. What's wrong with the sound?
It's clobbering time. The bard halfling pugilist. I specialize in crotch punches.
Yes, as we start this combat properly with some great attacks.
Fire impulse engines.
Oh, wait.
No, no.
Yes. All right.
Wharf, red alert.
All right. So that is it for Solaric. That should be the.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's all I've got.
All right. So that brings up Toby's turn.
Well,
Shit.
I'm guessing that I can control click to target. How do I
Alt
target?
click.
Alt
Should be
click.
all.
He is targeted.
Yeah.
I am going to, with my short sword, I'm going to stab at him,
Stab at thee.
and I believe I may have. I rolled an 18.
Remember to. Okay, Toby. All right, you can let your So you move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I guess I'll just move.
Yeah. I was doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not poking. I only have 5 foot reach.
Yes.
So.
God damn it! I don't need to be asked about Underdark mode every time I open a character sheet.
Yeah. Yes. And it doesn't even do that much.
I'm like, but it has that pop up every time I look at a character sheet. No matter okay, you asked me once. It's like, okay, all right, let's just double check. Okay, so you only have the one attack. You don't have extra attack.
I do.
All right, do you?
Yeah, I have an
It says
offhand
only
attack.
attacks. Oh, you have offhand attack. I was saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
You have an action and a bonus action like you've always had. You don't have 2 attacks as your action and your
No,
bonus
I am
action.
not. I am not some monk.
No. Or a ranger.
So does 18 hit?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just a random thug.
I would hope so.
So I did 6 piercing damage, but thinking that not enough, you're gonna get daggered. And I think he got daggered.
Dang. That's a nat 20.
Yes.
So I'll just go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
He done got poked.
I'm leaving the game room just to try to bring it up in a different browser. Psycho.
Okay. All right. Okay. Took that damage.
Sticky stick.
Took all of that damage.
Coming at you like Rat Leon.
I wish it would let me open this character sheet so I can see. Okay. Yeah.
So I was watching. Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of like you slash him in the stomach with your sword, and you hit him with and follow it up with a dagger hit, and he's like, you little punk. And yeah.
Oi.
Do you have any? Is there anything else you're intending to?
No,
do?
I am. Where is the I'm finished button?
I'm not sure. It might be on the bottom of the combat tracker.
But I am finished.
But I can do that anyways.
Thank you.
And move on. I clicked the button. Alright, there you go. It's taking a second to react. Alright, so this character is like, you little punk. Why, you little? He's gonna go ahead and target you. He's gonna come at you with his mace. His standard issue thug mace.
Does it spelled with a $sign?
Yeah.
No, Ben Margera's in it.
Does 16 hit? I think it does. Right? Yeah, it does.
Yes.
I
had to double check.
Right,
Ouch.
it does 4 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright, so just highlight yourself and then.
I think let me see if it does.
You should have yourself clicked.
And then I go to.
You hover over the 4.
I click myself.
Okay.
Yes,
then over
and
in the chat.
the minus.
Yeah, a little
Correct.
man with a minus.
I believe I did.
Yes, you took the damage. Should.
Sweet.
Make sure
I'm
you didn't
keeping a
take too
secondary
much.
ledger as well, just in case.
Did you? Okay, so let me see. I think you took too much damage. You might have double clicked it because you.
Let me add.
Yeah, just add the healing. Yeah, should only be 4 points of damage. Why is it saying 28? What the heck?
Where's my... Here, I'm just going to type in 33.
Yes. There you
And
go.
there we go.
There you go. Should only be 30.
It took me a while to get through the menu. There we are.
All right.
Next. Who else wants to beat me up?
Chrome is working a fucking tree.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting googed.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, multi-attack. Okay. Makes 2 melee attacks. Okay. Good to know. Okay, and then he's gonna he kind of like clocks you on the back with one of his mace attacks, and then he comes back with a second one. And he just hits. Barely makes purchase. And hits you for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. I ain't afraid no ghost.
Okay. Alright, invisibility.
Da, 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 da.
Okay, it's just... Okay. Alright, that is his attacks. Next up, we're gonna have, a creature. So, let's see what, let me find this one. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be the fun part. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's just Okay. Alright. So, everything's falling apart. So a creature who, as you're concentrating, you're engaged in this battle with, you're kind of like, you're getting hit with this mace, and you're engaged with this battle with this thug and all this. You barely clock a presence. You feel a presence like near you, kind of like get closer, as this figure, this small fiend, small fiend-like creature, makes his presence felt and makes contact with you, and size. Okay, there you go. Small. Fiend-like creature. Like grasps you, and proceeds to cast inflict wounds on you. Oh, okay. All right, so okay. Whatever. Okay. Oh. Make sure. Okay. Proceeds to cast inflict wounds. He's gonna make a melee spell attack. And he does proceed to hit. So you kind of like he grasps your shoulders and see.
I'll take 3d10. You want to see me die, guys?
You kind of like feel this like necrotic energy kind of like seep into you.
Bye, guys.
You do take 21 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I do. Ouch.
So
Toby
there's
says.
just like this ghostly looking thing that
Like
appears. What?
like a fiend. Something more like demonic in nature, like a small devil.
Okay. Okay.
Glenn Danzig.
It's about Toby's size.
Like I said, no, sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish I had a little bit more of a description of it, because this is a creature that was made for this, but they didn't have like a physical description. But it's like a little small devil creature. Like a small.
They call him the evil Elvis.
Let's see. I think that is it for. That is a. Well, that is it for. Because he's not going to be able to cast anything else. That is it for that creature's turn. This one moves forward. And goes after. Let me see. Goes after. Oh, dang it! No, I did not want to do that. No. What did it do? No. He attacks.
I'm getting attacked here.
He's attempting to attack. So he swings at you with a 12, and I believe that does not hit, right?
For sure.
So you're like, he comes at you, and you duck back and swat the mace out of the way. And he comes out with a second attack.
Oh no.
Oof. This
Oh.
time he kind of like backhands you like in the sternum for 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of like connects with the mace up into like your chest.
Okay.
But that is
So, like, question here: is this just a human?
I would say, I mean, it's a humanoid for sure. I would say, yeah, it's a human.
Okay, because I'm just thinking, like, I've analyzed humans before in the past.
Yeah.
Can I use my reaction for the from the extract aspects?
I mean, yeah. If you have a thing from if you've analyzed something before, a human you've analyzed before.
Yeah.
So what?
Got my,
you want to
got
use
my
your
list
reaction
over here.
for this?
Yeah, let's do it. Did I target the guy? I can never tell.
Alt click it. Alt click.
Oh, alt.
I think you can also double right click, but alt click is the easier one.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Alt click brought up like my start menu or something weird happened.
I don't know.
Let me go to unarmed strike.
Okay, yeah, it should be reaction. Analyzed creature reaction. I like that. It's just like, so.
Oh yeah, was that like a
13? What's the thugs?
Yeah, I forgot there's an analyze creature reaction. Actually, like I could click. That's cool. I just did
Yeah,
unarmed
armor
strike.
class 11. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, sweet. Damage. Oh, sweet.
Do 10 points of slashing damage because it's your claws.
yeah.
You just like slash at them, presumably.
Yes.
It's like, he's just like, poof, bam. You just like, as a reaction, like, I know you, bam. I know you're kind.
All right.
You know what to do for these. You just hit them hard, and they'll be fine, and they'll be done. But yeah, that is it for the thug's turn. The all right, then this veteran. Okay. So the veteran, or the like, what seems to be like the guy calling the shots. He's gonna hang back, and he's gonna fire a shot at Summer from his heavy crossbow. I was gonna, but does a 16 hit? Yes, it just hits.
Yes. Yep.
Just.
Get my. Goes.
Unfortunately, you don't have a reaction to deflect missiles anymore. He does 8 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
So
I mean, like, not.
okay, so let me take care of the damage for you. So if you want to like reflect the damage on your character, I'll go ahead and do it for you. But
I thought it just did it automatically. Does it not?
No. It just shows the animations automatically. Just for funsies. But you just like select your character, and then you don't have to do it now because I did it for you. But you would hover over the damage that was just reflected, and it should have you'll see the little mans with the minus and the things like that. You'd also do that for healing. We'll hopefully, as we go forward, we'll all finally get into a rhythm with all this. But yes, I should have all their features multi-attack. Let me just try to read this. Okay, no. Alright, but that is it for that character's turn. Summer, that is your turn now.
All right. Sorry, I'm over here like writing down my abilities in my cool notebook, and I just finished. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess since this dude is in front of me, I will just give him a thwack.
Thwack. I'll thwack at him.
Give him a thwacking.
Get out of here, Dad. I can't see what I did. Okay.
Gentlemen, start your thwacking.
Inappropriate.
Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits. An AC of 11 definitely hits. Yeah, 5 points of bludgeoning damage. He's starting to look rough. He's the two that you've been most engaged with are starting to look worse for wear. For sure.
Okay.
You should have your second attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Well, you have your 2 attacks for your action. If you want to do another thwack staff attack. Don't forget.
Oh, what? Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Yeah.
I clicked off, and it still rolled.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I didn't think I could do 2 thwack staff.
Now you
attacks
can.
in a row.
Since when you turned level 5, you got extra attack.
What?
So now you can do 2 attacks. Yeah, you trained.
Same with me. I got an
Soul.
extra attack.
So now you have 2 attacks for your action, and then you have your bonus action attack, or your flurry of blows. So you have up to 4 attacks per turn.
Okay, dear God. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, he's getting whacked again. Let's hope
This is welcome to being a monk.
yes.
So you have you're swirling your thwack staff like it's a bow staff, just like pff, pff.
Murdering everybody.
Yeah, you're just like
That's the goal.
Okay. So I did
uh,
7 damage on that dude. He's still breathing.
he's looking rough.
All right. So now I will do flurry of blows.
Yes.
Ignore
Do
that
your
first
flurry of
one.
blows. The flurry of blows.
Oh.
Your first. So you kind of like come in for the kick. He's like, oh, and his like swaying and like he somehow becomes so slippery from like being so groggy that you kind of like miss with your back kick as you kind of follow up. But I believe you have use your key point. You make 2 attacks.
Yeah, a little more. And this is where I don't know if it matters. Do I click flurry of blows again, or can I just do unarmed strike?
You can do unarmed strike. It's basically what you would do. You do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So.
Yeah, that's what makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
you definitely hit.
I'll take it. All right, unarmed strike. Bam. And I got my bug smashers on.
Yeah, this guy. This guy is Dunzo in whatever manner you would like.
There's part of me that like doesn't necessarily want to kill this dude. I just want to knock him out.
Yeah, if you like, yeah, you can just knock him the fuck out with a precisely pointed like kick, like just like just like he kind of goes he goes full fencing and just kind of like collapses on the ground. Full fencing reaction.
I don't necessarily feel comfortable murdering these people.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so that should end my turn now.
Yes.
I mean, you can
yeah.
murder that demon thing that murdered me
Yeah, I'm going to be getting
in the
over there.
future.
Yes. He's just this guy unconscious, stiff, like on the floor.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. So, but he's not deed. This guy goes up on you. Okay. What am I allowed to do? Alright, okay. So I know what I'm doing. Contrary to popular belief, I know what I'm doing. You can't say otherwise.
Wasn't going.
He tries to go for his mace attack. Again, same kind of like pathetic swing, and you're like, what is this? Like, you just swat it away. Like, and he comes in for another. And yeah, and misses again. Just like, you're like these like, it's just like, you're having these precise like palm swipes, from these precise palm strikes, at his wrists when he tries to swing you. That just kind of like doesn't do any particular damage. It just does enough to just like sways him, like the first one, and because of that, that second one just is off foot. Like he's coming off his back foot, and it's so easy for you to just like slap his swing past you. They just like, it's like a little sad, honestly, because they just can't hit. Yeah, that is it for that guy's turn. Mortal is going to I also forgot about Sue. Sue should have had a turn too. Okay. So I'll say Sue sees, before this guy had his turn, Sue would have flown at this creature. And basically saying like, why don't you pick on a creature your own, slightly smaller than your size, even smaller than your size, and Sue is going to attack. He's going to sting. I forgot to give him his turn, so I'm just going to give Sue his turn now. He's gonna. He doesn't really know this creature, so he's gonna sting it. Well, he attempt to sting it. Unfortunately, he misses. But he's there positioned to at least to do something. All right, but Mortal is going to let's see. Mortal is going to do a couple of things at least. Okay. I mean, yeah, Mortal is going to eschew anything else and just going to target Toby, with a cure wounds, at second level. So he sees how rough you're doing. So he casts Cure Wounds and heals you for 10 damage. He heals 10 points of healing to Toby.
All right.
If you want to just apply that healing to yourself, you can.
I did it.
Booyakasha. So a little bit less worse for wear. Of course, that is bonus actions. Yeah, that is all that that is all that he can do. But he felt that it was more necessary to do that than a lot of other things. All right. That but what he is going to do is he's going to position himself there. Okay. All right. But that is it for his turn. We can have another round of combat. All right. So it is now Solero's turn.
All right. Is there still a need for what is your health at, Sarah?
Oh, I'm good. Beat these people up.
I was gonna say, should I healing spirit?
Okay, I before E. Okay,
beat ass.
Okay, so I'm guessing these are 5 feet square.
Yeah.
So I can move
also have like a measuring
here.
Thingy.
And then I'm gonna.
I don't remember how.
Oh, it's a little thing in the right or in the left. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Wind and Summer's got those two knocked out.
So you're gonna put down your bow and pull out one of your swords, right?
Yes. Yeah. Does that count as an action or a bonus action?
I would say a
full action.
Yeah, one sword would be a free action. Not an action bonus action. You can do one with a free action. If you wanted to pull out the second sword, it would be an action.
Nah, I'll just.
And I'm gonna.
Well, yeah, I would just. Yeah, I'm just gonna use the Sword of Verdict.
Yeah.
So as I'm running, I'll try to whip that sword out. And
excuse me while I whip this out.
Attack the veteran. And like when in Summer, I think I'm aiming for not necessarily killing blow, but a knockout.
Yeah.
I'll do roll there. 18.
That should hit, yeah.
That will hit that.
Veteran has 18. Okay, yeah, just hit. So his AC is 17.
Oof. Okay.
So it definitely hits. So he has a. So he takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And then on my second attack.
Damage.
And that's not. Nope. Okay. Well, have a grand time.
Yeah. All right, but you do some damage. All right. That is your 2 attacks. I'm gonna say. your 2 attacks for your action. Do you want to do your bonus action? Oh, I guess you wouldn't be able to do your offhand attack. Do you have a bonus action you have in mind?
You can do an unarmed strike offhanded.
If you'd like, yeah. You want to punch
You
him in the
just can't
face?
stick anybody. You just can't do anything fun.
You can do 1 point of damage. Or
Are your
you do
fists
have
magical?
your healing spirit.
I have somebody free to punch.
Yeah, I do have the level 2 healing. Yeah, I guess. You know what?
You have your baby, cause I'm a thug.
Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna hold for now.
Okay.
Not hold, but just
You're gonna just not. You're gonna not do anything. Okay. That'll finish up your go.
and then I'll just pull out the second sword, so I have a bonus action.
Yeah.
For next time.
Okay, you can do your free action. That'll be your free action next time. Toby.
Yeah. This has changed things because I was just thinking about how I can definitely not do anything to hurt this thing because I do not have the means. But I do have the means. No, I don't. So I'm gonna keep attacking this guy. The guy in front of me, not Mr. Necrosis here that attacked me. Short sword going into Thug. That was a 12. Does what is their armor attack?
It's 11. So yeah, that hits.
Yeah, okay. All right, I did 5
points of piercing damage. Nice.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, applied damage. He's looking rougher. That definitely hits.
I did 10 more.
He is looking exceptionally rough.
5 more. And well,
Yes.
I guess that's it. It's, good luck, folks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I can open myself up to an attack of opportunity and survive. I don't think I can, but I have faith.
Yes.
My corpse will be beautiful.
All right. I think he's gonna go ahead and go forward with his. He's looking desperate, like looking around at the scene of the state of the fight. He's looking at the fiend that is alongside him. He's unsure, but he pushes forward with his next attacks. Anyways. Definitely hits for 1. With his first mace attack. Does 8 points of bludgeoning damage to Toby.
Oh.
Oh.
No more. No.
So that takes me down to that much.
Paradise City.
He comes back, and what's your AC?
My armor class is 14. He does not.
So he does not hit. So he comes back. You're able to kind of like duck out of the way.
A matrix dive.
It's like all right.
John Woo it.
Yes. All right. So that is that. creature. This creature is like also flying. He is. So,
That's just the way it is. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
So he decides to. He
Some
decides
halflings
to
gotta die. Da-da-da.
uses action to go invisible. And you're not sure if he does anything else. I'm gonna even use the arrows on my keyboard to move him so you don't see. Okay.
Way to be.
All right, but that is his action, and he does. What he does after that is, unbeknownst to you, as he is invisible. As it is invisible. That guy is unconscious. Then. And this guy kind of like drops a crossbow and picks out one of his swords. He's gonna pull out his. He's gonna have his short sword out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he accidentally I had the wrong person targeted. 23. I imagine a 23 hits you, Solero.
Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, armor class 14. It hits.
Yes.
Oof.
Hits you for
Okay, so
9
6.
points of piercing damage.
So be 32.
Okay, and then he goes for his second melee attack.
Great.
I don't know what you're
Great.
concentrating on. Oh, you're. It would be
What?
concentrating on Hail of Thorns. Yeah, he goes and it's like he swings again, and he just kind of like you react this time. You take that like swing to the gut, and you react this time and use your own sword to kind of like parry it away.
Awesome.
So he does not hit for his second attack. All right. Sue sees that fiend kind of like disappear, changes tactics and targets, and proceeds to try to sting this guy.
Da-ba-ba-ba.
Boom.
Well, yeah, it's like he misses. Uh,
Back to me.
that is now Summer's turn. The guy in front of you is unconscious. You don't know where the fiend is.
Okay. I've got this dude
Unless you have
to
some
the side of
form
me who is
to
still.
see invisibility, but
But this dude to the right, he's still conscious, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see.
We give him a thwack. Assume that hits.
Yeah. The natural 13 definitely hits.
Okay. So he got whacked for 6.
Yeah, it takes 6 flooding damage. You kind of just
Right.
you crack him upside on the skull.
I go once, and then go for another one. Side.
Yeah, that definitely
So
hits.
good attack rolls tonight. Damage not so much, but
Yeah.
okay. Got another 6. Still standing.
Yeah, he's still standing. I mean, you're doing good damage, but he's definitely still.
He's still
He's showing
standing.
damage, and he's showing where he's showing he's things are affecting him, but he's mostly okay.
All right, I am in the heat of battle, so I'm
But
gonna
he's
do a
definitely
flurry of blows.
his eyes are darting back and forth for sure. That just hits. You still
Oh my god! I thought I missed. No way.
yeah. It's hard for you to miss.
Right.
This guy.
Yeah.
Hard for you to miss. It's this guy's looking worse for wear on his.
All right.
He's like, ugh. It's like he's starting to weeble wobble a little bit.
All right. Well, we got one more.
Taking a kick to the
Rate
gut.
of Paylor.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Yeah.
Big money. Big money. Another 6.
Yeah, he is looking absolutely rough, and
All right.
his eyes are darting back and forth, like questioning, and they're looking at each other
Like they want to run, maybe.
yeah.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
I am finished with my turn.
All right, so that is your turn. This thug looks at his friend and looks at the guy that's unconscious and kind of feels and looks at the leader is like, and he throws his hands up like, all right, we get the idea. Let us take our friends, and we're sorry. Let's take our friend, and we'll go.
Get. Go on, get.
If he starts to back away,
Take your
leaving
demon
himself
friend
open
too.
to opportunity. But do you guys do anything to retaliate, or do you let him leave?
Get going, you hear?
I don't know about you guys.
Alright.
Just take your demon buddy. Get out.
GITGON. Get gone.
Yeah. All right, and presumably everybody agrees. So we'll with
Yeah.
you guys accepting that, we'll go ahead and end combat. So does not exist in the. You're not sure if or what happens with the fiend, but you do know that, the one, this guy takes his friend and kind of grabs him. The kind of back away. As they kind of start to just scramble, he grabs his friend and picks him up and runs away. As they kind of leave, you do notice that out of the pocket of the guy that's unconscious, a small pamphlet or a small pamphlet parchment falls out and lands on the ground. And then they just kind of falls out of his pocket, and then they kind of run off. And as you guys, I presumably you pick up the pamphlet, you see that it is a pamphlet for the Devil's Nook. It's seemingly a.
I know.
I think
Tom.
some of you might know is a brothel on the other side of the at the other end of the like a high-end brothel at the other end of the crescents,
Okay.
or at the just outside the crescent, like at the edge in the beaded alley, but like that's just on the other side of the like the barrier between the crescents and the Guild display. If you were to clock it based on like the like address information or things like that. But yeah, as we kind of like exit
Stage left even.
yes, yeah, those you finish up combat and you kind of like you have this information wait, what is okay, let me just remove this. You have this information that to go forward is probably going to be your big next step to your investigation of what's going on, presumably at this establishment. We'll finish up today's episode. A kind of like comparably short episode to the 3-hour episode that was last time. Who knows? Who knew 2 people would have so much D&D in them? But another fantastic episode in the books. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for taking this journey with us, taking this ride with us. We'll look forward to next week as we continue, see what happens with the gang as they continue to investigate the goings on of this.
Yeah, we're investigating almost to death.
Yes. Presumably, gonna have a little bit of a breather after that encounter. But you have a lead and you have some info to be able to go forward.
The leads are weak.
Yes. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for hanging out with us. Be sure to check out thetomes.com for the episodes as I put them up and for show notes, including links to the things I like to shout out. The little cool like places and businesses I like to give a shout out to. And be sure to follow us at Rebelli TV on Twitch to watch us live as we do our weekly schedule. We, of course, do these every Tuesday live on Twitch. Every Wednesday, we do Record Breakers, our music podcast, where we share albums with each other. Thursdays, we do Space Truckin', where we play Starbound. It is fun time. Fridays, I'm gonna get back into PD Plays Fridays. I've kind of been like slacking off on those, taking the nights off these weeks, but I'll get back on there. Try to. I might even implement kind of like a mid-stream break to see if I can like get more of that Mass Effect goodness each week. But look out for that as that evolves and that changes. Follow the channel. Check us out on YouTube as well as same name. Follow, like, share, subscribe on YouTube, do all the calls to action, punch the bell, all the things. Until next time.
Punch the keys, for God's sakes.
Toodaloo.
Hasta los huevos.
Bye-bye.
# find Luke.
Yes!
Twitch.com/ninja.
Justin.tv/ something.
Stickham. Stick.am.
tinychat.edu. I don't know.